Invoking the presence and compassion of our ancestors, in faith we are Buddha. We enter Buddha's way. Homage to all Buddhas in the 10 directions. Homage to the complete Dharma in the 10 directions. Homage to every Sangha in the 10 directions. Homage to our first teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha. Homage to the succession of bodhisattvas and ancestors. Homage to Eihei, Dogen Zenji. Homage to Shogaku Shunryu Daiyosho. Homage to Hakario Sojin Daiyosho. May their presence and compassion help to sustain us. Let us chant the names of Buddha.
Homage to the Dharmakaya, Vairochana Buddha. Homage to the Sambhogakaya, Lochana Buddha. Homage to the Nirmanakaya, Shakyamuni Buddha. Homage to the future Maitreya Buddha. Homage to all Buddhas in the 10 directions, past, present, and future. Homage to the Mahayana Dharma Punarika Sutra. Homage to Manjushri, the perfect wisdom Bodhisattva. Homage to Samantabhadra, the shining brightness Bodhisattva. Homage to Avalokiteshvara, the infinite compassionate Bodhisattva. Homage to the many Bodhisattva Mahasattvas. Homage to Mahavajaparamita.
In order to be fully awakened in the practice of Buddha's precepts, we start with the pure practice of confession. Please chant with me. All my tangled karma from beginningless greed, hate, and delusion, born through body, speech, and mind, I now fully allow all my ancient tangled karma from beginningless greed, hate, and delusion, born through body, speech, and mind, I now fully allow all my ancient tangled karma from beginningless greed, hate, and delusion, born through body, speech, and mind, I now fully allow. You have gone beyond the karma of body, speech, and mind, and have been freed from greed, hate, and delusion. Good disciples of Buddha, now you are within the way of the three treasures. Even after acquiring Buddhahood, will you continue this truthful practice?
Yes, I will.
We have purified our mind and body. Now you may receive the path of the precepts of the three treasures. You are seated with Buddha and are a child of Buddha. Will you receive these precepts?
Yes, I will.
I take refuge in Buddha. I take refuge in Dharma. I take refuge in Sangha. I take refuge in Buddha as the perfect teacher. I take refuge in Dharma as the perfect teaching.
I take refuge in Dharma as the perfect teaching.
I take refuge in Sangha as the perfect life.
I take refuge in Sangha as the perfect life.
I have completely taken refuge in Buddha.
Completely taken refuge in Buddha.
I have completely taken refuge in Dharma.
I have completely taken refuge in Dharma.
I have completely taken refuge in Sangha.
I have completely taken refuge in Sangha.
You have returned to your original nature, free from attachments and limited ways. From now on, enlightenment is your teacher, Buddha is your teacher, all being is your teacher. Do not put another head on top of your own. This is the path of mercy for all existence and things. Will you agree to follow this compassionate path of the three treasures that I now pass to you?
Yes, I will.
Now will you receive the three pure precepts?
Yes, I will.
I vow to refrain from evil.
I vow to refrain from evil.
I vow to do what is good.
I vow to do what is good.
I vow to live for the benefit of all beings.
I vow to live for the benefit of all beings.
Abiding in the three pure precepts, even after acquiring Buddha, will you continuously observe them?
Yes, I will.
Now will you receive the 10 clear mind precepts?
Yes, I will.
I resolve not to kill,
I resolve not to kill,
but to cherish all life.
but to cherish all life.
I resolve not to steal,
I resolve not to steal,
but to honor the gift not yet given.
but to honor the gift not yet given.
I resolve not to misuse sexuality,
I resolve not to misuse sexuality,
but to remain faithful in relationships.
but to remain faithful in relationships.
I resolve not to lie,
I resolve not to lie,
but to communicate the truth.
but to communicate the truth.
I resolve not to sell or use the wine and drugs of delusion.
I resolve not to sell or use the wine or drugs of illusion,
But to polish clarity.
but to polish clarity.
I resolve not to dwell on the mistakes of others,
I resolve not to dwell on the mistakes of others,
but to create wisdom from ignorance.
but to create wisdom from ignorance.
I resolve not to praise myself and downgrade others,
I resolve not to praise myself and downgrade others,
but to maintain modesty, putting others first.
but to maintain modesty, putting others first.
I resolve not to withhold spiritual or material aid,
I resolve not to withhold spiritual or material aid,
but to share understanding, giving freely of self.
but to share understanding, giving freely of self.
I resolve not to harbor ill will,
I resolve not to harbor ill will,
but to dwell in equanimity.
but to dwell in equanimity.
I resolve not to abuse the three treasures.
I resolve not to abuse the three treasures
In respecting the Buddha, unfolding the Dharma, and nourishing the Sangha,
is accepting the Buddha, unfolding the Dharma, and nourishing the Sangha.
abiding according to the 10 clear mind precepts, even after attaining Buddhahood, will you continuously observe them?
Yes, I will.
You have received Buddha's precepts and are a child of Buddha. To sustain and confirm the practice of these vows, for their reality is in the living of them, we will now give you Buddha's name, lineage, and robe to clothe you throughout this life and times to come. Let your work be for all beings and realize your own Buddha nature. You, yourself, and all beings are the Tathagata. Dan Jackson, your new Dharma name is Shinjin Yosen, True Heart Mind, River of Suchness.
Jeremiah Holland. The new name is Keisen Shoji, joyful river, illuminating compassion. Paulo. Your new name is Shingen Hojitsu, profound source, Dharma Sun.
Anna Tabachnik. Your new Dharma name is Zaike Tokudo. Say means sincere. Jun is resolve. Q, searching. Do, way. Sincere resolve, searching way.
Marley Alexander, your new, your Dharma name is Om Shi A Shin. True word, eternal truth. Anything to say about that?
I have a lot to say.
And, we also have for you here these documents, the Ketchinyaku and the Women Ancestors document that locate you in the lineage of Buddhism ancestors. From Buddha down to you, and then back again to Buddha, part of it all, now and forever. Here's the whole thing.
Aaron Elliott. Your name is Bright Pearl. Manifest the way. Certainly. The Your name is Station Jukai, sincere heart, wisdom ocean. Michael, now, your new name is Jukai Kosei, Compassion Ocean, Eternal Vow. I did not know until you sent me an image of the back of your first officer that Function Roshi had also given you the name of compassion. Clearly, this is, and you had it in the Dharma name, that we saw you becoming. And today I give it to you as your weighing name, that you are already so full in the eternal vow. There's a character that you share in one of you. Oh, Bodhisattva,
Sattvas, concentrate your hearts on me. I shall be Buddha's disciple. Receive this scroll of 5 jo. Each jo made from one long and one short piece. I will wear this robe of Buddha, the mind and body of its sacred meaning. O Bodhisattva, Mahasattvas, concentrate your hearts on me. I, Zaike Tokudo, Buddha's disciple, receive this scroll of 5 jo. Each jo made from one long and one short piece. I will wear this robe of Buddha, the mind and body of its sacred meaning. O Bodhisattva, Mahasattvas, concentrate your hearts on me. I, Zaike Tokudo, Buddha's disciple, receive this robe of 5 jo. Each jo made from one long and one short piece. I will wear this robe of Buddha, the mind and body of its sacred meaning.
Sorry about that.
Viva.
Just get your rocks around. And I'll just dump that foot in there. Down the wrappers.
Great flow of liberation, feel far beyond form and emptiness, wearing up to God's teaching, saving all beings. Dies whose soul great grove of liberation, feel far beyond form and emptiness, wearing the Zaige's teaching, saving all beings.
Yeah, the people ones. Which we are. The present.
You're welcome.
Oh, what a joyful day. Beautiful early fall day. And not just for you. Chai. I've been to so many of these ceremonies, and each one I remember my first time looking at these up formally. And it brings me so much joy. Today, you are holding this space as an occasion for joy for all of us. Thank you so much for taking these wondrous steps. And Michael, you've waited a long time for this. So here is the day. And it just continues on with the up. So happy to be welcome. This room feels so wonderful. There's such positive energy within each other. It's very moving. And bright pearl,
I that just came to me one day. I was wondering, oh, what name was it? And then I realized a day later that Dogen had a wonderful teaching. One of the giving teaching. That was, so that's very, and Arno. I remember when he first came to Wednesday night, and he said his name was Karma. I said, "Do you know what that means?" Karma, so solid and sincere and deep practice coming from you. So pleased that you both decided to take this step. Beautiful. Yes.
Dear Bodhisattvas, congratulations. And thank you very much. It's hugely significant. To me, it's hugely significant that you've made this decision, that you've taken this step, that you've gone through this Dharma gate together on this day in the presence of all of us. And good old Berkeley Zen Center. It's a big deal. So I thank you for that. It's really meaningful. And you're going to find out. I think you'll find out more and more as time goes on exactly how significant it is and will be. Molly, it's been a real pleasure working on this with you. And Karen, the night we had before, that's just the icing on the cake there.
Marlon, we've investigated, reflected, personally related to precepts together the past year. And I've always been moved by your aspiration, desire for awakening, desire to save all the and your deep faith and your poetry, which is part of your Dharma. So I'm so happy that you're here today taking the precepts.
All of you, the image that came to me is it's almost like this day is like coming to a high place where you can look at everything that's brought you to this point, back at everything about your life brought you to this point, and then you can look forward to taking this path with the support. The precepts are really a support, with the support of the Sangha and the precepts to go forward. And Dan, you were not one of those who I just would like to have the bib. That was not. You've been on this journey, careful, and your steadfast presence at Berkeley Zen Center for many years, and your commitment to keeping this solvent in so many ways. It's been an honor. So thank you.
I don't know if there's anything we can offer each other that's as powerful as ours. And so, I just love hearing people say, yes, I will. It is so inspiring, so encouraging. Your vows are such a gift to us. Thank you for stepping through this gate here at the Berkeley Zen Center, encouraging us and supporting us. Really is a wonderful place. Jeremiah, Paulo, hope you both always feel the ways that You are completely supported by all beings. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. This is really wonderful. Couldn't have done it without you. Our Zendo was transformed today. Once a year or so, we take out the floor ton and expose the original wood. And at ordination, there's a transformation that unfolds, and we get to see the original. Anna, it gives me great pleasure to have ordained your sincerity. When you first came here, I was wondering, who is this young lady with this Helsinki butcher? She must have been around the block a little bit. And as we got to know one another and study time, I realized that you've been on the path for a long time, over many continents. And it was clear that your sincere resolve is evident. So stick with it all the time.
And now we have a few thank yous to make, starting with Jean Selkirk, sewing teacher extraordinaire, for teaching sewing, and a few more things outside of that to make today possible. Many of them I now know about, which I did not know before. So thank you very, very much. And yeah, and for also being the magician for the old ones today. Been leading them around in many ways for this better part of the year. Thank you for holding this on over 23 years. I want to thank Colleen, Joe, for supporting communities and for keeping us organized right here. It seemed so complicated, but you just did it with grace and sincerity.
And on the bells, Shorey, thank you very much for playing that densho with such clarity and concentration. And the same goes for Jonathan over there playing those bells. Yeah, no. You haven't done anything yet, but you will. You will. I'm thanking you in advance.
And Judy Fleischman, a ceremony director who organized and wrote in detail and communicated. That's a key word, communicated. All this to all of us. So thank you, Judy. And also I'd like to thank Wake. Wake is our tech and online host. And thanks to you, we are reaching many, many people outside of our in-person temple. And we know they really appreciate it. Thank you for it.
One of the great things about our practice life is that we're both host and guest. Like we put on the party and then we come to the party. And among the people who did the most behind the scenes, many people did a lot behind the scenes, but among the people I want to thank for that are Jim Erb, our work leader, and Mary Durier, our Tenzo, or reception put on her. So thank you guys so much.
So I'd like to thank or express thanks on behalf of all of us to Lance Show publicly. It's very possible that none of the pictures came out because it was all so luminous. That was very challenging to see. And I want to thank Julianne Coleman, our Chibi, for the beautiful altars.
Lastly, I would like to acknowledge 3 people who were our shikas. The shikas are the greeters that exude warmth and help people come into this sacred space. And we couldn't have had a better choice of shikas than Hannah, Deborah, and Yoni. Thank you very and Sue Osher. Late breaking news. Extra. Read all about it. Thank you, Sue, always. Thank you all.
We offer this ceremony to the enlightenment of all beings. You can all stand.
We live like a cloud in an endless sky, alone in muddy water, one with the pure mind of Buddha. We live like a cloud in an endless sky, alone in muddy water, one with the pure mind of Buddha. We live like a cloud in endless sky, a lotus in muddy water, one with the pure mind of Buddha. Oh, Buddha's 10 directions 3 times. Om Bodhisattva Mahasattvas. Wisdom beyond wisdom. Vajnana Paramita.